It's the end of our first week, and we have found ourselves in the far northeast corner of South Africa. We're right on the border of Zimbabwe and Mozambique, and morning chores are underway. When putting in continual long days and late nights, I can't stress enough the importance of a well-brewed coffee. This has been a constant staple to start our mornings on every expedition, and we've now handed the ropes to Troy, and it's time to test out his barista skills. And yeah, step one is turning on the gas.
Making some coffee?
Yeah, that is like the most important task that we have first thing in the morning.
John appears, as usual, to be skeptical.
Darn it.
I leave town for 2 minutes, and I come back and the place is in shambles.
XOVERLAND's Return to Africa special is proudly presented by General Tire. Wherever you go, General Tire delivers. And sponsored by Mobile One, for the love of driving. And Expedition Apparel has been supplied by Vertex. It is now day 6 of our trip, and we're located at a camp just outside of Kruger National Park. This area is renowned for its wildlife, and we plan to spend the next couple of days exploring the park. 1, 2, 3. I might need help. Yep, all good. We are now in the second leg of this expedition. I intentionally chose this team here because we're all in our 40s and questioning different aspects of our lives. Being away from our families, work, and distractions is providing us space to share our personal journeys, learn from each other, and hopefully do a little growing in between. In episodes 1 and 2, we dove into our past, and it's time to explore what it truly means to be present, to embrace the now, and soak up every second.
The guy who runs the place here said this is safe to drink. We may as well fill up. It's like fuel, you know? It doesn't cost any more to have a full tank than it does a quarter tank. So
Exactly.
Fill in our water.
I agree.
We all lead complex lives, and our past has led us to this point. So now here we are sitting in Africa, and all of us are asking the question, how can I be more present? For the rest of this trip, that's what I want to be. I want to be figuring out how to be present.
Simmer's up. Raven's up.
Roger, we're rolling.
If you're looking for an African safari tour, Kruger National Park is the place. It is known for having the big 5: elephant, lion, rhino, leopard, and buffalo. And we have our charts ready to see what we can find. Just don't get out of the truck.
90 degrees of viewing pleasure from here.
Dude, that was so sick. That was a good shot, guys. That's what we call in the business a banger.
Oh, look at this, right here in front.
Oh, he's a widow guy.
Okay, wow, we're in it now, boys.
Hey, I'm making a list here. It's already been at kudu, baboons, zebras.
So we just rolled up on a pretty substantial big buffalo herd. Your safety in numbers. There's no way I would mess with that if I was a lion.
Way. Nope.
Okay, there's our giraffe right now. Dr. John's the animal whisperer.
That was beautiful, guys. We're getting it. We're really doing it. Really doing it, aren't we?
Giant elephant on the left, wildebeest crossing in front of us.
Wow. Whoa, that thing is huge.
Dude, look at that tusks.
Elephants demand total respect, and they control the space.
He's checking him out like, I see you back there following me.
Right? Don't get too close.
Oh my gosh.
If you're not sure what the concern is, this footage was captured just a week or so before we got here.
Ears back and tails up. No bueno.
I think we may have stumbled upon a glimpse of being in the present. Seems to show up when you're not sure if the current moment will be your last.
Saw another elephant off to the left here.
As we pause to take a closer look, we notice that one of them bears a broken tusk, a symbol of its battle and resilience. In this moment, the elephants remind us that imperfections are a testament to survival and growth. Through discussion in the car, we see ourselves reflecting in these giants. We carry the marks of our own journeys, both visible and hidden. Yet, like these elephants, we stand strong with stories etched into our lives that have shaped who we are.
That's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Like you may never have another moment like that in your life. That was it right there.
That was
pretty awesome.
Special, man. It was just eyeballing us. Holy cow.
Our push south through Kruger has us in camp in the nick of time. They close the gate at a certain point, and you may not be let back in. Being behind the wire is a must in this part of the park. Lions are known to pace the fence from time to time. And with our first rainy night in Africa, it's time to pull out the awnings and settle in for the night.
What a cool day that was. Getting out of camp, beautiful morning. And Christoph told us that if it was gray, we would have probably better game viewing. And man, did we see a lot of stuff today. I mean, that was as good as it gets, I think. We didn't see lions. Second time in Africa so far, and I still haven't seen a lion, but everything else was there. It was super cool. And now it's all raining and moody. I think it's going to be a great night under the awnings, cooking up some dinner and going to bed. It's a great day.
What we're doing here is a cucumber gin and tonic. It's a little twist on the original, made with an aloe and cucumber infused gin.
Dr. John is back to prescribing our nightly medicine. Historically, gin and tonics were used to prevent malaria, as the quinine has anti-malarial properties.
Hold that thing up above.
Good day, guys.
Good Jay. Good JJ.
That's fresh and nice.
Dude, that is so awesome.
That's so fresh and so clean.
In the ice, I was going to
That's a
say.
good way to put it. It's just fresh. Like you feel clean inside when you drink it.
It's like a salad in a glass.
Yeah.
Safari salad.
Safari
That's
salad.
what we'll call it. Safari salad. It was like a car full of a bunch of kids. It really was. I mean, we were singing Hakuna Matata, and it was like, ooh, wildebeest. Ooh, giraffe. It was pretty great. I felt like a child. Yeah.
It's pretty rare at this stage in life to feel that way. Another thanks to Africa for bringing out the inner kid in all of us. After a very rainy night, our crew is now taking the time to dry off gear and get ready for another drive here in Kruger. Troy is back at the coffee station, eager for redemption after yesterday morning's mishap.
More coffee? Anyone?
I'd take a little.
I'll take another splash.
I'll also take some more, please.
Yep.
Troy and I have really hit it off in the last week. We're at two different stages of our medical careers. And we're both about the same vintage, but I think, there's an ebb and flow to a career where sometimes you're on a high and sometimes you're not. And Troy has grounded out for the last 10 years in a situation that maybe wasn't, fulfilling him as a whole. And so he has made a change and is going to have to shift a little bit to find that passion for his field again. You must have played some Pee Wee ball, maybe?
Pop Warner.
Back in the day?
Pop Warner. I need to learn to simplify my life. I also have to relearn
how to be part of a community. I've isolated myself a lot in the last 10 years. Being with this group of men, I'm learning again that that's really important, to surround yourself with men and women that can encourage you, that can hold you accountable, and that can make you better.
Not like this. You feel like you should go faster. You need to go faster.
Another big day, like, well, I don't know. Just gotta keep moving to get there by 6 tonight. Hopefully we can see some lions. That's kind of the objective today. If it's not a lion, I'm not interested. I want to see a leopard. I want to see a lion.
Or a rhino.
Or a rhino.
Same seas.
That's the 3 we got to get that we haven't seen yet. You guys need some food? You want to go back to that?
We should hit the store if we can. If we have
okay.
time.
Because this was probably maybe one of the better ones. I don't know. We just don't know what's ahead.
Got one goal and one goal only today. Find some lions.
Our animal checklists are pretty full from our previous day through Kruger. However, the mighty lion still eludes us. Our plan is to travel through the park on our way to our next destination in Eswatini. From there, we'll trade our miles for relaxation and indulging in beachside activities like fishing, diving, and simply unwinding by the shore. But first, we need to make a pit stop at the local store to get some much-needed supplies.
Sorry, man. Did you cut one?
Who was that? Who was that? Apologize.
I didn't do anything.
While the guys are in the store grabbing only the essentials, I couldn't help but second-guess our plan. As appealing as hanging out at the beach sounds, I'm yearning for a bit more adventure on this journey.
Smoked beef flavor? Yep. Mexican chili? Yep. It's a blueberry slush puppy, as cool as it gets. What a treat. It does not taste like blueberry, but it is blue.
We've talked, while you guys were in there, about like completely scrapping the entire plan. I really am torn. And the reason I'm torn is because in my own life, I want to stop and smell the roses. But I also love the drive and the adrenaline of saying, well, let's throw this out and go try and do that.
And like, I'm the same. Like at home, like what I'm need to do when I get back is slow down. But I'm not home right now, and I still need adventure, right? So
yeah,
find that dang lion. Where is the lion? I ain't leaving Kruger till we find a lion.
Yeah. So let's just think a little bit more on this.
I don't take decisions like this lightly and will explore all options. It's part of my leadership style. And what I have learned is that you can't force it, and sometimes you need to rely on other travelers for insights. Unfortunately, we have met a Swede named Christian who provides us with valuable guidance on an area called the Kalahari. He has also confirmed an intriguing fact that the Kalahari is known for its lions.
This is more dunes.
Yeah, this is more dune country here.
Okay.
But you said there's a lot of cats in here.
In here, there's absolutely, it's pumping it with cats, yeah.
Okay.
And the Kalahari black mane lion. But you get them here as well. Have you got a map of the central Kalahari? Because then you would see it.
Probably out in our
I've got
trucks
one in
we
the
do.
car.
The idea of visiting the Kalahari has taken root. However, this would be a major change in our route, especially for where we need to be in about 10 days.
Yeah. Good luck on your travels.
Yeah, and you.
It's going to be great.
This is going to take 2 extra days of travel going in the opposite direction. Now we just need to come together and make a final decision.
The choice is we can take the leisurely route and go do activities and things, or we can turn hard to the west right now, push super hard, and get into the Kalahari in this area that has just been talked a lot about.
West. Kalahari.
Go west, man.
I think we do like the pioneers did in the U.S. We head west.
Go west, John? West? West.
Stamped.
So we will have to start a 2-day big push to get to here, where then we can go into this area and spend as much time as possible before we bail out and burn to here and get the Lesotho section done. Ooh. Kalahari!
Kalahari!
With the decision made, we're off to our new destination. Known for its wild and remote terrain, the Kalahari promises the adventure we seek. Our original plan was to head east to the beach on the other side of Eswatini, and now we're heading west from Mopani, crossing the border into Botswana and then into the Kalahari. Time management will be critical to get there as quickly as possible. To be efficient, we'll crash out in a hotel tonight and finish out the drive tomorrow. That means we're shifting into mode push. Speed up to slow down.
I'm asking Dr. John if it's possible to die from a bad smell, and he hasn't answered yet. He's laughed, but he hasn't answered yet.
Do we have any idea what that is?
There is a liquid.
To me, it's some type of food or drink that it got spilled on 2 of those sleeping bags.
Oh, poor Zach is over just gagging and he's foaming at the mouth. His eyeballs are pulsing out of his head as he's coughing.
Welcome to Botswana!
The Botswana border was pretty easy. I only had to hold off one bribe by saying that the skinny guy at the desk said not to pay you. That seemed to be sufficient to get him off our backs. You will never find the skinny guy, as he didn't exist.
I'm glad to have one more stamp in the old passport.
2 wild and crazy American guys in Botswana. Yesterday at this exact time, we were heading south to Eswatini, over to the beach, down to Lesotho, and completely called inaudible. And now we're in another country, straight west.
That's awesome. I love it.
After a big day of navigating the savannah, a campfire is the perfect way to relax and rekindle the conversation from this morning. The question was, how are your life's gauges looking at this time in life?
Wow.
First night in Botswana, Troy.
You know what? First night in Botswana, I'm impressed. We got a donkey boiler. We're going to have a hot shower. We got running water. A beautiful sunset.
Hello, I'm John.
Nice to meet you.
You too. Yep, we're going to visit a little bit, but we want to get to the park.
And the camp host, Yanni, greets us warmly and welcomes us into his home. He will be an invaluable resource, providing the insider knowledge we need to explore our surroundings.
We are back in Botswana. Look at this light. It already feels very unique. It's awesome. The Kalahari. It's worth the push already. And you're good there, actually. Sweet! Home sweet home. Welcome to the Kalahari.
The weather is so nice here, dude.
It's like
this is.
Remember, like a week ago, we were just sweating. It's great.
What a place. What a sunset right now. The people are nice. The weather's cool. We're like 15 kilometers from lions right now. Need help, Doc?
No, it's just I was overcome with the smell emanating from the back of this vehicle.
Sequoia's a little stinky.
It's hard to describe the relief it is to be here. As you know, the decision to come here was not easy. In the back of my mind are all the people that have told me over the years, you should slow down, don't travel so fast, do what I would do. But in the end, this is our adventure. And that means pushing the limits to see what we want to see, which is lions. And we have the best chance of seeing some of the best in the world here in the Kalahari.
Here's to the dreams and adventures.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers, guys. Yeah.
Thank you.
Done.
What do you say in Botswana?
Yeah, well, cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah. In
Skål.
Afrikaans, you would.
In Afrikaans. Cheers.
Cheers. Okay. Right, it's universal.
Yeah, cheers is going for.
Awake and energized.
I think being present is a lot easier in the middle third of each of these trips. The first third, there's always something happening back home. There's banking to do, there's contracts to sign. But the middle third is a sweet spot. I'm not worried about that anymore. I'm not necessarily present all of the time, but I do really enjoy those few minutes during each day when I am. It's fantastic.
Yanni's new intel on lion sightings calls for another team meeting to plan our upcoming days here in the savannah. This sparks a deeper discussion on evaluating our personal gauges for life's various aspects: love, play, work, and health. For now, the focus is on the play gauge.
This trip is kind of like my life, I feel like, in that at home, I'm working. I got all these jobs, I'm doing all these things, and just kind of get overwhelmed. When I think about it, I mean, my gauge is pretty full on most of them, but you kind of lose sight of that in the day-to-day rush at home. And here, you know, we're rushing, looking for the adventure, and then when you pause and take a moment to think about it, it's like we're chasing something that's been here all the time. So I like the idea of just a pause at some point to stop chasing and just being appreciative for what we've got.
My thing that I'm always trying to do is find a little of this and then find the right moment to strike to relax, because that's where you kind of can get a little bit of rhythm. The main objective is we still want to see cats and lions, anything that we can on the cat side, because we haven't seen any of that. Mabua has a very high concentration of all of these things. Get ourselves in a position to see cats, and that's where we can really slow down.
Awesome.
Yeah, I feel really good about it.
According to our local friend, the best lion sighting location will require yet another day's travel through the Kalahari to our next camp in Mambua. He has told us that the route there is a sandy 2-track.
What I'm seeing right here, 15 feet in, feeling this, it's an automatic air down. I'd say like 18 PSI. So when you deflate a tire, most people think it's getting wider. It's not, it's getting longer. Only a small portion of it is getting wider as it starts to bulge, you know? That's where you're getting most of your footprint from, your contact patch.
From the front of the tire to the back of the tire.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's helping you stay up on top of the sand versus like digging down into it, where the engine really has to work hard to fight through it all the time.
There's a spider on the GoPro.
There is?
Get that thing off of here. Here, let me get a video. There's your phone.
If you haven't done this already, you should log in with your Icon app and set up your shocks.
This is like the perfect road for these shocks.
You're gonna knife him? You're gonna shank the little guy? Oh, you got him. He's suffocating. Get that thing! Did you get it? Again, he slipped through your fingers again. You're throwing sharp knives around. Son of a gun.
That all sounds great.
You got miles to make. You guys deal with your spider back there. Good luck.
This road and this opportunity is what the team behind the scenes has been working on for months. During our last expedition, we needed to make some adjustments to our shock tuning. So we worked with a great team at Icon, shipped a few new shocks to Africa, and then the great team at Mega World 4x4 had it all ready for us when we returned. And this moment is the culmination of lots of people working behind the scenes to allow these horses to run. There are few greater things and few greater feelings than true performance. It's our first high-speed section, and we're going to capitalize on it.
But now we're set. Yeah, that feels good.
We are having a lot of fun here at the back. This is just pretty great.
Yeah, this is an epically good road.
When it comes to filling our play cup while driving, This is as good as it gets.
Might bump it up to 4 just to see how it feels.
Yeah.
That feels pretty good. Woo!
We're loosening the rear end here. 3 in the front, 3 in the rear. How's that feeling?
They could be a little tighter, maybe 1 notch stiffer.
Each?
Yeah. Nice. I feel like we're driving the Baja 1000 now.
I do too.
Except it's the Kalahari 100.
It's the Kalahari.
The Hondo.
How does it feel, guys? You feel like you're getting your stuff adjusted pretty well for reels?
Raven's feeling pretty good back here.
Beauty.
Equipment matters. Yeah, proper setup matters. Sometimes it takes a while to get it right.
It's been a long journey with hopes of encountering lions, and already it feels like there are things watching us from the tall grass. The fun gauge is redlining with this remote track, and the team is ready for our final push to our camp in Mambua. It's hard to describe the relief it is to be here, especially after such a tough decision and huge push to get here. Our current location is in the center of southern Africa, nearly equal distance to any coastline from this point. With no high fencing around this camp, anything could stroll through at night. This is wild African camping at its best.
It could be extra.
So we just got to our campsite at Mambua, and everyone that we've talked to up until this point has told us there will be lions at Mambua. That's the best place to see lions. And we get here, and the guy at the front gate says, we haven't seen any lions in a week. And now they're telling us that on the other side of the park, which is where we're headed, has a whole bunch of lions. But it's just kind of frustrating to always be chasing something. Maybe we shouldn't take some breaths and enjoy what's here.
With dinner on the fire, we are able to sit down and rekindle this morning's discussion. Apparently, it stuck with us.
I think at this age, when you get to this level, 40, right? Yeah. You've got responsibilities, you've got kids, so it makes it hard to just go do the fun stuff because you're getting pulled on by so many different things that you're responsible for. How about you, Troy? Fun meter in life.
Right now in my life is probably a 2.
A 2 out of 10?
Yep. I'm usually pretty good at having fun, but just everything going on and transitions, I just haven't been able to have very much fun. So this is up in that for me, but in my life, I think I can't wait to get back to it.
Of all the gauges, my play meter, it's high. It's good.
That's
I actually,
cool.
Yeah, I do a lot of that. I take my kids skiing almost every Saturday. It's just what we do. That's just a fun way to get outside in the winter. And then when September rolls around, I try and take 4 or 5 days off to go elk hunting. I have a very amazing wife who's into it, and our kids are old enough where, I do a ton of fun stuff.
Nice. We're kind of all over the place.
We are, yeah.
Yeah, how about work meter? What do you think about work meter?
Where you at?
Mine is I have a lot of it, but I like it, but it's still all just too much.
Yeah.
Because there's just not enough time in the day to do the other things that fill up other meters. So I gotta balance that out.
We talk late into the night working through these great questions of life, despite knowing that we have a very early start in the morning. What will come of tomorrow is anyone's guess. But hey, that's the game, right? Do everything you can to be in the right place at the right time, and then let the chips fall where they may.